Shall we get started or wait for a couple of more minutes? Shall we get started?
We can start, sir.
Okay. Sir, I am audible, I guess.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, sir. Right, sir. So let us start the session, sir. Around 120 participants are there, and a lot of other people are yet to join. So I am admitting one by one. So good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to all the students, faculty members, and distinguished guests joining us from across institutions for today's Get Involved program webinar, organized by TANCAM, Tamil Nadu Center of Excellence for Advanced Manufacturing, a Section 8 company under TIDCO, Government of Tamil Nadu. We are delighted to have over a participant count of around 120 and yet to join another expecting to be another 100 to 200. Your enthusiasm truly reflects the growing interest in advanced manufacturing and international collaboration. So to formally begin this session, I now invite Dr. Sivaram Krishnan from TANCAM to deliver the welcome address. Sivaram Krishnan, sir, over to you.
Yeah, thanks, Kati. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, sir. Good to go.
Yeah. So, very good afternoon, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this special session on the Get Involved program under TANCAM GSI Fair Collaboration, held in partnership with GSI Helmholtz Center for Heavy Iron Research and the Facility for Anti-Proton and Iron Research, Darmstadt, Germany. At TANCAM, our vision has always been to connect Tamil Nadu's talent with global centers of excellence, and today marks a proud moment in their journey. Through this collaboration, our students and researchers will gain access to some of the world's most advanced accelerator and research infrastructures, working alongside international experts across physics, engineering, computation, and life sciences. I take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Pradeep Ghosh, Head International Cooperations at FAIR GSI GmbH, for joining us today to share insights about the Get Involved program, which opens exciting pathways for young researchers from India. I also thank Mr. Vinod, Vice President, Technology Transfer and Strategic Partnership for Europe country, TANCAM, for coordinating this initiative and ensuring that the Tamil Nadu students can now be part of truly international scientific collaborations. To all the students and faculty members joining us, this is your gateway to global research. I encourage you to activate, participate, ask questions, and explore how you can contribute to and benefit from this unique program. Once again, I welcome you all to this webinar and wish this session great success. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Sivaram Krishna, sir, for the insightful and encouraging words and a brief uh, introduction to the program. With that, moving ahead, to provide us an overview and vision behind this Get Involved program, I would like to invite Mr. Vinod sir from TANCAM, Vice President of TANCAM, to share a few words about the program. Before handovering the session to sir, let me give a brief description about sir. Vinod sir, in his 30 years of manufacturing excellence, seamlessly blended the worlds of operations management, supply chain management, and information technology. This robust background has enabled him in optimizing processes, enhancing operational efficiency, and harnessing technology to drive corporate success across Europe and India for a $16 billion MNC with 120 plus manufacturing plants globally. SAR is an active participant in manufacturing and technology sector in Germany and India. SAR has co-founded Trillion ADS International GmbH in Germany, building solutions on automation, digital transformation, and supply chain management in the manufacturing sector. Trillion ADS consults business enterprises to expand operations internationally. Vinod sir has founded Lyrex India Private Limited in India and launched in India a digital manufacturing and supply chain ecosystem on SaaS, connecting OEMs, manufacturers, and suppliers end to end to harness digitalization, globally curated best practices, and technology to boost productivity, upskilling, and to sustain operational efficiencies. SAR is also actively supporting TANCAM from Europe's Executive Vice President, Technology Transfer and Strategic Partnerships. Actually, Vinod sir has facilitated this collaboration with FAIR GSI, and we would like to thank Vinod sir for his contribution. With this, I hand over the session to Vinod sir to deliver a brief introduction about the program. Sir, over to you.
Thank you. So just hello, everyone. Yeah, there was a nice introduction about me. Thanks for that. Yeah, so I'm supporting TANCAM activities in Europe, trying to find out opportunities for our students, our enterprises, how we can deal with the international research institute as well as international enterprises. So I'm super excited to talk about something that is very close to our heart at GSI and FAIR. We all know that innovation doesn't just happen in boardrooms or labs. It happens when passionate people get involved. And that's exactly what today's session is about. How you can play a part in shaping what is next through the Get Involved program. Now, before I tell you what the program is, let us talk about why it exists. At GSI FAIR, we have seen that the focus is on sustainability, technology, and global collaboration. Often offers a lot of opportunities. And there are so many people out there with skills, insights, and genuine desire to contribute. But there is no clear path to plug into these opportunities. And that's where this Get Involved program comes in. Think of it as a living ecosystem. It is all about collaboration, learning, and action. You can contribute for ongoing projects. You can collaborate with experts and like-minded people around the globe, around the world. Co-create new solutions to push boundaries of what is possible. And most importantly, it's a platform that gives back to the society in the form of mentorship, visibility, and opportunities, which can genuinely accelerate your personal and professional journey. At TANCAM, we are building this bridge between individuals who care and initiatives that create real impact. Whether you are a student or a researcher or a professional or an entrepreneur, then there is a role for you. And today I want to extend that invitation to all of you to get involved. Whether you bring your expertise, your network, or your curiosity, or you become part of something bigger, a collective movement towards such sustainable and inclusive innovation. India, our country, is also contributing to the funds that is lighting up GSI FAIR research labs. And this is an opportunity to get involved and contribute to our country's knowledge growth. So over the next few minutes, as we explore how the program works and hear directly from the GSI FAIR officials, I want you to keep one question in your mind. What role can I play in this moment? Because if there is one thing we have learned, it is that meaningful change always begins when someone like you decide to get involved. Thank you, and let us dive in. I hand it over back to the organizers.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for setting the context and highlighting the purpose of today's event. With that, proceeding ahead, we are honored to have with us Dr. Pradeep Ghosh, Head of International Cooperation, FAIR GSI GmbH to introduce the Get Involved program and share its opportunities for students and institutions. Before handing over the session to Sir, let me introduce a brief about Dr. Pradeep Ghosh, sir. It is my privilege to introduce him, an accomplished scientist and management executive leading the International Cooperations Unit at FAIR Facility for Antiproton and Ion Research near Frankfurt, Germany. Dr. Ghosh has been instrumental in establishing strategic international partnerships and fostering global collaborations that advance innovation in nuclear and particle physics research. His work bridges academia, government, and industry, enabling scientific cooperation on a truly global scale. He earned his doctorate in engineering physics from Goethe University, Frankfurt, where he was actively involved with the Helmholtz Association and HES Higher. Earlier, he completed his MTech in Nuclear Science and Technology from Delhi University and a Master's in Nuclear Energy from Paris Sud University. He began his academic journey with a Bachelor's in Physics from the Institute of Science, Benares Hindu University. With a strong academic foundation and an extensive international outlook, Dr. Ghosh has contributed immensely to global scientific programs, academic exchanges, and strategic initiatives that position FAIR as a world leader in mega science research. We are honored to have him today to share his insights and experiences. Please join me in warmly welcoming Dr. Pradeep Ghosh, sir. And sir, we are deeply honored to have you, and over to you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Karthik, and also Vinod for organizing the second session for the webinar, and also very thankful for the kind introduction. I will try to share my screen, and maybe you could help me when I'm sharing the screen if this works. Okay, so it should be on the presentation mode in few seconds. So let me know if you can see the.
Yes, we can see it now. Yeah.
And I have to disable the annotation, and this has to be somewhere. Annotation, yes, I have to disable. How do I do it? Karthik, maybe you want to tell me how to disable the annotation?
Hi, sir.
Yes.
In that setting, you can find more option.
In the more option, yes. And disable annotation for others. Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Oh.
So now I'm ready. So like I said, the introduction was already given. I just give you some context why we are here. I think Vinod had carefully and very meticulously used very clear words how this has developed, and we are very happy to join the efforts of TANCAM, which is a pioneering institute in the sector of advanced manufacturing, and companies and engineering schools which are collaborating with them. Just to understand what is Get Involved program, where FAIR and GSI is. So I just want to give you a landscape. So we are located in Germany, and if you know the city Frankfurt, we are just around Frankfurt. And what is the Get Involved program and FAIR is looking for? We are looking for young talents and future leaders who will actually control, operate, and execute those big experiments and those technologies that will be developed here to work together hand in hand with experts. So I will quickly give you a short overview who we are, what our aim is, and how this TANCAM cooperation with FAIR GSI within the framework of Get Involved program will be a gateway to your entry to the cutting edge science tech laboratory, which is waiting for you here. So what I already mentioned, and I think this is something I truly believe in, that the research mobility is the passport to the knowledge. I mean, if you are able to move to do research, and I think there is an image of Frankfurt and a bridge and the skyline that you can see. This is a symbolic image for you to cross this bridge, which is metaphorical here, to unlock the mysteries that we are trying to solve at this campus. So we call itself Universe in the Lab, and I will tell you. So we are two centers. So we are in the center of Europe. It's a world-class research facility, which is a two-company model. We have Professor Dr. Thomas Nilsson as the scientific managing director of GSI, Dr. Katharina Stummeier, administrative managing director, and Mr. Jörg Blaurock as a technical managing director. They are all responsible for 3 different areas: scientific, technical, and administrative. And just for both companies, FAIR and GSI, where you see the logo, I will just use my spotlight so that you see it. The FAIR and GSI, they are working for both. We are part of Helmholtz, and Helmholtz, as you can know it, is 18 centers in Germany, and GSI is located near Frankfurt. And the Helmholtz in numbers, as you can see on the left-hand side, 46,000 employees, which are researchers and technology people, are working. This is 6 billion euros of budget for which offers talent and excellent conditions for cutting-edge research. These are 18 locations, as you can see on the right here. And there are more than 14,500 researchers which are coming and using those infrastructures, and we want you as well. But why GSI? Why GSI is so interesting? So what I can say is that GSI has a long history of pioneering research and applications. So on the left-hand side, you see probably in your probably in your school, you have learned about Mendeleev periodic table. And probably you know about hydrogen, helium, and then goes on with the light metals like lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen. But when we are learning about it, we also learn about heavier elements such as lead, bismuth, and also heavier elements like gold, copper, and all these things. But if you go even more, so even heavier atomic numbers like 107, 108, these were all discovered at GSI. So you have a chance to work alongside those experimental scientists and those technicians and those people who actually have those machines where these elements were discovered. And not every city, not every state has been so lucky to name itself, have named themselves some names. So we could name, so I was not born, but the scientists here could name the number 10 element Darmstadium to the city Darmstadt, where we are located. And this, like Tamil Nadu, Hessen is a state in Germany, one of the 16 states. So we could also name Hessium, which is 108. So you can imagine that GSI was so good, so popular, that they were able to work on getting investments in high tech so that they could discover those elements. In total, 6 chemical elements were discovered, which are added to the periodic table. And there is an investigation of super heavy elements at the moment. Super heavy elements which are between 95 to 103, lactanides and anticyanides. So, but this is all fundamental science. But what about application? What we have done for applications? So you can see on the right-hand side, almost 440 patients were treated at GSI for a very difficult tumors which are in the head, close to the eyes, which are very, very difficult to cure or to treat. But with a more than 90% cure rate, which is something around the patients after treatment were surviving more than 360 months. And life was elongated, and they were treated here. And then we got even our technology of this therapy, which is a tumor therapy, and not like a chemotherapy, but the tumor therapy using the accelerator ions was then transferred for clinical applications. And this is now already existing in Heidelberg and Marburg, Heidelberg is in the south, 60 kilometers away from us, and Marburg is something around 120 kilometers in the north. So GSI is not only in the fundamental science, but also in the applications. So where are we located? What's going on at the moment? So GSI was founded in 1969, and there the government pays 90%, and the state of Hessen pays 8%, and there is 2 more institutes that you will see in Mainz and Jena. Because of that, the Rhineland-Palatinate and Thuringia is also paying 1%. So it's a completely governmental agency, a governmental research center, like we have in India as well. And there are 2 more centers where one can also work very specifically. So the FAIR is founded in 2010, which is an international center, which is not only a German center, but it's an international center. And in together, we have something around 1,580 employees, and we have a joint management since 2017, as I showed you in the slide number 2. So here, how India is represented. India is among the 10 shareholder countries which are actually taking decisions in how this mega science facility will be operating, what type of research we will do, what type of technologies we will develop. As you can see, India is way important for Germany because India invests more than hundreds of millions of euros, not in rupees, millions of euros are invested here, alongside UK and Czech Republic, which are associated and aspirant partner. As you can see, there are 9 shareholders. We always say 10 because they are all countries together. But there are 3,000 scientists also coming from all over the world, and they're from all over the partners. So you can see here blue colored countries from where our collaborative partners, including in South Africa, but also Australia, but in South America and North America, they're invested. The yellow ones are those which are actually taking the decisions. So you should be proud that India invests so much in high tech in a facility outside of India, and it's a world lab. It's truly a world lab. So what is important for us at FAIR? Why talent management and young people are important for us? It is important for us because we are interested in a global diverse activities coming through people. So it's a truly international research center, not because there are international researchers here. No, it is also about their nationality, but also about their gender, their academic background, their strengths. They bring a very unique perspectives for us. But this is why the diversity in research is important, because it allows, I think, in a creativity, and also helps in crucially tackling the complex scientific challenges that FAIR is addressing. But what are our issues? What are our issues? Our issues is to have a commitment to conclusive workforce. So you are working alongside different gender, different background of people, but also diversity in their disciplines, multidisciplinary research environment. So for example, if you're working at the biophysics in the tumor therapy area, you still have to work together with engineers, which are mechanical engineers, electronic engineers, and so on. So it is always a multidisciplinary research. It's very difficult to find anybody at GSI FAIR who is purely working on one topic, one discipline. This is already I mentioned. We have 53 countries which are collaborating, and people hand in hand give mentorship to young people. So what is our research? So we are exploring the universe. We explore the universe in the sense in the lab. In the lab, because this what you see here is a high-tech dipole magnet. As you can imagine, or you can see it where my cursor is going, this is a dipole magnet, north or south. You cannot say which one is north, which one is south. But these are very expensive superconducting material, which is like, we call it current leads. And this is needed to make it superconducting. If you know from the university physics, superconductivity is achieved through electromagnets. So this is an electromagnet which is at the lab, which is, if you can imagine, as big as an elephant, an adult elephant. This is as big as this. It's a really big device which has systems to predict and to measure picocurrent. So I give always this example that if you have a refrigerator or an iron or something like that at home, they have different power plugs. A refrigerator is working on 15 and normal plugs are working with 5 amperes, something like that. Here, this is measuring not in amperes, but in picoamperes, which is something around 10 to the power minus 12 and even lower. So this is very sensitive device, and it is placed in the tunnel to the precision of microns. So like your hair, so we have to be precisely place it because the beam is going through here. The beam pipe will go through here along the building. This is where the diagnostics are there. So all those students and researchers who are working in diagnostics for the beam, they have to work on this way. So what are our questions? Our questions are, where are the heavy elements created? Where are the heavy, so how in the supernova? What are the interiors of the neutron star? The neutron stars are very heavy object. You can imagine something around when you have almost thousands of elephants sitting on a one tip of a hairpin. This is amount of density that a neutron star is having, even more. How are the humans are going to be on the way to Mars? So one has to see it, how the materials are prepared for the way to the Mars, how the humans could be protected, how are the complex complex molecules are created, because those complex molecules are heavily depending on radiation, environment, how they are. So how we are treating ourselves with those situations, how can we protect ourselves, but also how the materials behave under pressure, like what happens in those pressures with at Jupiter or Uranus or Saturn, what is happening at those under pressure. Can we have materials, can we understand how they behave? But this is very fundamental topic, but we can do all this thing in the lab. For example, atomic physics. We have great experiments for atomic physics and laser experiments where you can do it at our storage ring. Storage ring is something like a meal prep. Your scientists are creating a lot of ions, and they are just going around on a circular elliptical format, and they can be always be used to test it. So you are preparing something, and then you can make experiments out of it. So there is a great laboratory for this. Also, nuclear and hadronic physics. If those students who are interested in nuclear and hadronic physics, they can work in different departments, like ALICE, which is experiment is happening at CERN, but those detectors and those analysis is happening at GSI. HADES, which is a dilepton experiment, which is talking about how you can measure the antiparticle of electron, which is a positron. How do you measure them? How they divide? So, and then future of the CBM experiment, which is about how those special exotic elements are created, and how the matter behaves in a complete pressured environment, how those are behaving. But also something where one can understand very quickly, not to just talk about something that you can see or feel, but something like electronics and electrical engineering. There's a lot of activities there, but also accelerator development, like how the high intensity synchrotrons are working, storage rings are working, superconducting magnets, magnets which are normal conducting, but also separators and components that are created as an accelerator complex. We have a big complex there. We need cables, electronics, and also to control them. So these are all as a Lego puzzle. They are all aligned, installed, inspected, and they have to be checked and to work properly. So one can work on the R&D topics of the next generation of accelerator as well here. But also very quick applications on biophysics. So radiation damage, DNA, and studies of cancer therapy, heavy ions could be done. But also studies on how radiation damages into space. How can we protect ourselves? How can we work on solving cancer? How can we avoid ourselves that we can travel, but also not receive tumor cells or cancers based on our space flights? But also there are a lot of technical departments where manufacturing students who are interested in mechanical and other topics like frames, thin layers, thin films, material science, instrumentation, and power systems and all, including vacuum and control systems. So FAIR has a big department, something around 10 departments which are working on these topics. So there are all direct applications. So there is a direct application also on IT. So there is a high performance scientific computing, big data, where I always give the example that when we are downloading a movie or moving data between two computers, it is something around 20 to 30 megabytes per second. You can try it at home today, how this is working. But we have the capability, or we have the high performance computing, which is working to get almost 1 terabyte data per second taped, because those are the specifications of experiment that will happen. What you see on the right, on the top here, is a space radiation. So we are working on galactic simulator, how we can test and measure things and understand the behavioral patterns of molecules, but also materials, but also understand their specification without going to space. So there is a galactic simulator that is at GSI. So you have a chance to work with those groups where you can see the simulator and work in the simulator so that you can predict what can happen in the future. Also, another application is the development of nuclear clock. As you all know, that GPS that you are carrying when you're writing to your friends, I'm there, or you give an ETA, like expected time of arrival is 20 minutes, or you can guess while you're driving, how long will it take? These are all based on GPS. There is a satellite which is continuously giving you data back, looking at your data, measuring it, how long will it take from that location to that location. But the precision of this is something in meters. But if you imagine when we are moving towards electromobility in the sense of autonomous driving, we do need a bit higher precision. You would like your precision of the GPS in this sense to be in millimeters so that you can avoid accidents, and your machine or your computer, which is an autonomous machine, can react much, much faster. But there we need a thorium-based reactor. India has a lot of thorium. So this is a very interesting development that we are also working. So if you are interested in those kind of development, this is also a place. But also novel applications. As you can see on the right, this is moving tumor, non-tumor diseases, which can be treated here. So you can be part of this team. And all these things are not possible without talent. GSI and FAIR is really a talent factory. It's a world heavy and laboratory. So that is the leading laboratory for this kind of topics. It has a lot of international collaborations. I don't have to mention this. And technology is everywhere. But also it's about economies. So lot of topics are covered for us, and there are all you see, all these names and the photos are from different places, from Canada, from Poland, from India, from China, from France, from Russia, from South Africa, from European countries, but also from Far East. They all are top high qualified employees and talents that we are bringing in so that they can work close to universities, to scientists, but work in a framework which we call it Get Involved program, and they find their career from there. So what we aim is to discover, to make you discover what we are doing, to connect with what we do, and get involved. This is our 3 mission, and this is what I would like you to take away from me, the 3 words: discover, connect, and get involved. And this event is thanks to TANCAM, thanks to Vinod, thanks to all the organizers. This is a moment where we would like you to discover us, discover the opportunities, and connect with us in one way or the other. And please contact us in this way so that we can make you involved in actual projects which you can benefit. What we do, I already said it, we are doing outreach like today, and our main bread and butter is to have mobilities of young people coming to Germany, working hand in hand. And of course, like TANCAM, we are doing a lot of strategic partnerships. This is our model, how Get Involved program works. We want to promote gender diversity in STEM with international mobility and hands-on training for the young people, for creating a best-in-class environment for them, and help our partners like India, but also other shareholders in capacity building. So what else all you can do? As you can see, this is a very clear chart about, but this is not limited to. So you can work in carbon nanotherapy. You can work with discovery of elements, like I said. You can work with state-of-the-art of detector techniques, but electronics, work on theory calculations if you like only C++ and you want to calculate how the neutron stars are working, or universal accelerator machines, laser experiments, material science, high-performance computing, machine learning, or remote handling, and so on. So there is endless topics that you can imagine that you can work here. So you are not alone. There are a lot of researchers and a lot of institutions that are part of us. There's hundreds of PhDs and researchers are working with us already now. We would like to have you all as well included. So even in south of India, you can see Bangalore, Hyderabad, Puducherry, Tirupati, and Chennai, there are institutions which are working. But thanks to TANCAM, we will involve more and more Tamil Nadu students and education institutions and research institutes to bring there. So what you have as an option, what you could do. So within the TANCAM, we have offered internships, and this is where we are going to offer to all the students. There will be soon a call will be announced together with TANCAM, which you can then apply. So this is internships, which is eligible for both bachelor's and master degree students in science and engineering. And of course, those opportunities will be available. We also have traineeships, which is only for European students. and research students in Tamil Nadu and in India, they are eligible if they are doing PhD already in engineering or non-engineering topics, but scientific topics, then they are also eligible. But also the staff, if there are company employees in Tamil Nadu, they also will be eligible to apply for this. So there are 2 slides that I would like to focus on. So internships, who are eligible, as I said, is undergraduate or graduate students, but they must be registered to a university while they want to come. And the duration is something between 2 to 6 months. But if they want to do a thesis or dissertation, this completely depends on their university. But we are looking for inviting for at least an average of 3 months an opportunity within the TANCAM internship partnership at the moment. And here it's written application portal will be open anytime. You can already apply. However, we would advertise a dedicated call for the TANCAM eligible people. So then I would go to the study tours. This is also for those who are not students, but also employees or educational partners. They could collect university students and faculty members, and they could inspire them for career options and stuff. They could use our opportunity to come for study tour. This is also partly supported by us, and they can be applying anytime. So that's it. I would like to showcase some small images a bit so that you can see how many diverse people are working here, and it fosters really diversity because all the diverse perspectives from students coming from Armenia, from Canada, but also from Italy, from India, from south of Spain, from Romania, from Ljubljana, from US and South Africa. So these are just some examples, but there are so many people, almost 850 people have come. So small hints before I end my presentation, how you can engineer your career by applying in physics and engineering or manufacturing topics, how you can apply. So there are 3 main things that I would like you to take away. One is a strong CV where you should highlight what is your academic background when you're applying, what kind of research projects if you have already done, if not, then leave it, and what relevant skills you have. Include technical tools that you have been using. If programming languages have you been working with, whatever level you have learned, enter it. And if you have a lab experience already, this already helps us. Our form will be available where you will be asked to mention your interests. You can divide those interests into accelerator physics, engineering, data science, and many other. You will look at it, and do mention if you like one or the other department that you would like to work on. Of course, your availability will be needed. So if you are applying directly, then you have to specify which dates you would prefer to start so that we can plan something like that. And if there is something between semester break or something like that, please mention this. This is very important, and this will be in the form required. And here, one of the most important thing is a CV where you include your background, interests, skill sets, and tools and languages that you speak. Languages here, I don't mean German language. We do not need German language to work here. This I can mark it. But we are talking about programming languages. It could be C, C++, Python, and other technical languages that we need for the computer programming. So how do you secure a good match? Because in the end, we have to match you. So based on what you do, we would like you to look at your CV and try to match your CV to us, what we are doing. And you saw all the topics that I mentioned. Do your homework, look at our website, look at the projects we are doing, look at the research groups, and see what we are doing. And when you are a bit vague that I'm just interested in engineering, this doesn't help. You have to specify mechanical engineering or design engineering, or you are interested in let's say electronics engineering or electrical engineering or power supply, or you are interested in grounding schemes, or you would like to do something that is interdisciplinary between 2 engineering departments like mechanical and other engineering, then just mention it. A short motivation letter would help us to understand, and there we can work on. Some highlighting some images. We have managed to secure more than 800 plus people by our team. This is just some examples of last 3 years. And what I could say that this has been very impactful, not only to us, but also in the careers. And this is what I would like to share it. There are some students who came just for Erasmus studies, and now they are working and they had published research papers already. There's another student who came for 2 months internship, is still working here, and she found a job after 2-3 months of internship, then started to do research, and now works as a job as an innovation manager. And of course, a person who was coming from Poland was doing her research, came, and she was pursuing as a freestyle snowboarder for Poland, representing Poland in Olympics. But she came for 3 times to do her internship, to do a beam time. And now she is a professor in university. But also young students who came for this short programming language projects for accelerator control division here as a software developer. They are now working for ESS, which is in Sweden, as a control engineer through our partner S2 Innovation, which is similar to TANCAM. But also international school students have been here, and they have been being impactful. Some of them have now registered to their bachelor studies or master studies in Germany. And of course, here's from Poland and from Spain, people who have been really, really impactful through their research and engineering aspects, what they did. So I would like you to just remember these 3 words: discover, connect, and get involved. And let us engineer your career together at GSI. I have the social media links and that you can look into it, and we would be very happy and look forward to welcome you all. Whoever fits to us and is interested to us will get a chance to work together. And check out our social media so that you can see what is happening here and what kind of activities this company is doing, what is the real lifeness. So you can also check out social media like Twitter, but also LinkedIn, but also Instagram and TikTok. So our team is from time to time sharing all the campus activities, and I would invite you to find your favorite social media and look for us and follow us. Thank you so much. Over to you, Vinod.
That was a great presentation, Pradeep. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your getting into the details of Get Involved. Maybe Karthik, do you want to add something more? Hello. Okay, we can also have a question and answer session. So I believe, Alvin, you need to open up the chat window, I believe, in order to allow that.
Okay, sir, I will allow.
Okay. So participants, please type in your questions, and we will try to answer as much as possible.
Yeah, the session is open to the participants. You can raise your hand, or you can unmute yourself. Or if you raise your hand, I will unmute you. Let's go to the comment section. Comments. Yeah, have a few here. Wait. Sir, we have a question from Sarkar. When will the application for the internship will be available?
So as I said, I think together with TANCAM and after in consultation, we will switch on the call, and I think it will be published through TANCAM, and it will be advertised to all the participants who are here and also by the website. So it will be soon announced. We are just working out the details, and after the webinar is now over, we will work on advertising the call. I think it will be before the end of the year. It will be already out and people can apply.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. And by the way, sir has dropped the LinkedIn ID for GSA Fair. Kindly click on the link and follow the LinkedIn page. Coming to the questions again, sir. So I'm just summarizing the question and we'll go ahead, sir. What is the role for aerospace engineers and what is the role for MSc Biotechnology final year students in this internship scheme?
So aerospace engineers, as you can imagine, that we do not build or manufacture anything which is going to the airline or the aerospace part, but definitely we work on engineering aspects which are similar to aerospace. So, for example, high quality manufacturing, galvanization, strength analysis of all these materials that are used for very heavy duty for the heavy duty topics in the engineering. So there is a lot of engineering aspects where aerospace engineers are also working. We have actually getting French students from aerospace engineering schools who are working on cryogenic topics and topics which are for vacuum, which is very similar to aerospace. And for the biotech, I would say that as I do not know if the person could follow the presentation all, there is a lot of biotech topics in terms of biophysics, biotechnology, molecular biology, space radiation, and also development of molecules and stuff. So there is enough opportunity. I would just invite you to look at our website and see, and there will be enough opportunities for them as well. I will take the question, I will read the question, I will try to answer it so that we can be very effective. So I see the person asking if I have published 2 research papers, what will be expect from me? So as you know that it is not only about how great and how intelligent a person is to come here, it is also about administratively fitting. So there will be an application and there will be a clear eligibility. And once the person is eligible, the second step would be to match the person. And once the person is matched, they will be eligible to come. Then there is a question about second year student, UG student can apply. Um, it is eligible to apply, but we would recommend to apply after the 5th plus semester. This is a very good point that you asked, Dharshini. I would recommend that you apply after the 5th semester because this is a minimum requirement by the government here that after third year of the undergrad, if you are in a 4-year program or 3-year program, after the third year you are eligible. So the last semester in your undergrad program, if you are 3 years, but if you are in 4 year, then from the 4th semester you are eligible to come. Final year students, yes, eligible. Yeah, Vinod, you were saying something.
Sir, I am Dr. Ramasubramanian.
Yes, please.
I am calling from Chennai, sir.
Yes.
Is it possible for faculty members, sir?
Absolutely. As I said in the research program that was in one of the slides I presented, it is absolutely possible for faculties to apply. I would hint you to get in touch with Vinod here or Karthik for the details how the faculties will be included in the program. But we have no objections to include the faculty members.
We are also referring second year and third year students also, if it's possible.
Yeah. So as I said, for the second year students, we have to look at how many semesters have they done. By the regulations, we need to have 5th semester or more. So 5th semester is always the third year, I believe.
Yeah.
So they are eligible. Yes.
So Vinod sir, share your email or any other linking.
Sure. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you.
Yeah, please raise your hand if you have a question. We will unmute you and you can ask your question directly.
Okay, I think I got out and I am coming back now. So I think there was a question about mechatronics. I already answered it that you are eligible. What skills specifically you are needed? This will be part of the interview. If you have done some lab work or not, if you are able to program or not. I think we are planning for the next semester break and for
Pradeep sir, sorry to interrupt. You are muted, sir.
Thank you for announcing it. I was not looking at it, that I was speaking and I muted. So let me just go back to the question that I answered. So mechatronics engineering, there's some skills what are needed. I would say that you need to have some strong background of what you're studying. And if you have never worked with a programming, then it's a bit hard. So you need to know some programming, some design skills you should already have. For the question from Prithvi Raj about internship will begin. This will be announced in the call. Please take a note on the call as soon as it is announced. MKB question is about study tour category. Can you please say details about the funding? So you need to plan. I mean, this is, I would say that it is again, please, I would refer to our colleagues in TANCAM and also to Vinodji here. Please contact them how and what can be done. Definitely, we are supporting local cost of housing or something like that when a study tour is coming. But the rest of the cost of travel and other meals and stuff, one has to organize themselves. So there was another
Hello,
question.
sir.
Yes.
Sir, greetings from Dr. Sashidharan. I have completed my PhD.
Yes.
Currently, I'm looking for a postdoctorate, part-time postdoctorate in the field of management studies. So what is the possibility, and is there any particular specific person to whom I can contact and get through the details? Thank you.
Definitely. Just send us and you can go through the Linktree message I have pasted. I will just paste it again in case. Just go through the Linktree and just contact us via the web page. The web page is also listed there, and send us your request, and then we will analyze it. Where do you fit? Part-time postdoc, I do not understand what that means, but I assume that you would like to pursue something remotely, right?
Yes, sir. I would like to pursue. Currently, I'm working in a central government sector in India. So I would like to continue my work as well as in between I could come there and do my research as well.
Okay. Yes, please send it to us what your interests are, and just short message via email. And email is not difficult to read. It's an international. I will just write it here so that everybody can contact us. But you have it on our Linktree. So I have entered it.
Okay, sir.
So people can always write us, and then once we receive a request, please mention that you contacting through the web after the webinar so that we know where to sort the information a bit. Okay.
Sure, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I will go ahead with the questions now. I think there was a question about scholarship. This will be all announced through the TANCAM funding, and all these things for the internship program through the TANCAM are announced in the call. So please refer to the call as soon as it is out. How to develop skills in computation? I would say that this I cannot answer. It's a very vague question. I hope you will not apply with just this sentence. You should be very careful what you are looking for. Look at our website, go through the Linktree that I have clicked, and go to the website and check what we are doing. We are working in high performance computing. We are doing computational analysis. We are doing data analysis. We are doing big data. So look at it, what we are doing, and if something is your interest, then see what type of skills we could develop there. What programming language you mentioned for computer science and engineering students? So as you can imagine, if you're doing design, then you need to know CATIA and some sort of AutoCAD. If you are working with the analysis of the data, then you need to know C++, C#, or Python, Fortran, all topics. If you're working between two electronics equipment, then you need to know how the telnet communication works. But this is you study in this university. So whatever you have learned in the university, here is everything is mega, everything is bigger. Your magnet is bigger, not as small as in the refrigerator magnet that you have for souvenir. Everything is very big, everything is complicated. So those small skills that those small experiments and those tests that you do at university are just scaled up, and you have a chance to work on a real life object where things are a bit complicated and intertwined between two things. So just be open, and I believe whatever you are studying in university, you are eligible to apply here for that. So biotechnology student, I think I already answered the question, and those internships are focused on treatment planning, planning of tumor cells, how you can cure them, but also working on hibernation projects for space, also material science research is there. Chemistry, I have to say that in chemistry, we are working on nuclear chemistry, so it is a bit more advanced. So just look at our website, go for and look nuclear chemistry, and there you can you can see what we're doing. I believe I have answered every question at this moment in the chat, but if there's some other person who has question, I'm available to answer. Rama Subramaniam.
For the disturbance. Any concession has given by the government of Tamil Nadu? Any concession given by your?
I think I would say that Vinodji, maybe you can answer this question.
No, these things will be shortly announced.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Kindly step.
Looks like those are the questions popping up as of now.
Yeah, Bharati.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Sir, what kind of opportunity will be there for computer science professors?
So, first of all, thank you for the nice question. So, professors and researchers are treated like employees for us. So, if you are already working as an employee in a governmental or non-governmental educational or research institutes or a company, I would say that you just apply for an internship as a personal development for you. If you are interested to do any research work, then just specify your interest in the cover letter that, okay, I would be interested in doing some research, or I would like to collaborate, or maybe you want to find another partner which you want to apply for project funding for you or something like that, or you want to send some doctoral students later. So this is all possible. So it is just depends on your interest. First, you send it around to us an email and wait for the call, and there will be also an opportunity for people like you. So civil engineering students, I would say that at the moment, the call is planned for people who are currently enrolled and will be enrolled while they are coming. So people who will pass out and those who are not studying anywhere while they want to come, this please wait for the call and look at the details if you fit there or not. Civil engineering is not a topic for us, so I have to apologize Parthipan's question here that I do not have any topics at the moment for civil engineering. But if you're interested in mechanical engineering aspects and stuff, even if you have a civil engineering background, it does not really change. For us, if you're interested in topics that is not civil engineering, but engineering in general, or in mechanical engineering or logistic engineering or something like that, please, you are eligible. I think these are all questions. So,
Okay. So, Karthik, you want to conclude, or should I?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir. Because I could see something in the chat box, sir. That's why I'm waiting. So I think that this question is already answered, sir. For people working in government sector, sir has already asked to write a mail. His mail was dropped in the chat box. You can drop your CV to sir. So whatever that is needed, whatever that can be done, that will be taken care of. Thank you. On this occasion, I would like to thank Dr. Pradeep Ghosh, sir, for his wonderful insights about this GSI Fair program. In very informative and inspiring overview of this program will definitely enable the students who attended this seminar, this webinar, to get enrolled in this for this internship program and get benefited out of it. And I would love to also thank on this occasion for his patience in reading out all the questions and answering one by one. And thanks you, sir, from TANCAM side. And as we come to the end of this insightful session, I would like to deliver the vote of thanks. So it is my privilege and honor to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of TANCAM at today's Get Involved program. First and foremost, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to the government of Tamil Nadu and HITCO for their continuous support and vision in establishing and nurturing the Tamil Nadu Center of Excellence for Advanced Manufacturing. A special thanks to our CEO, Mr. Vijay Deepan sir, for his leadership, encouragement, and guidance in driving such impactful initiatives. We are deeply thankful to Dr. Pradeep Ghosh sir, Head of International Cooperations, FAIR and GSI GmbH, for sharing his valuable insights and highlighting the importance of international collaborations throughout this program. Our sincere appreciation goes to Dr. Sivaram Krishnan sir, our Senior Research Engineer, Dr. Vinod sir, our Vice President, and our Industry Interface Manager, Mr. Alvin, our Center Head, Mr. Omelilan sir, and Sarunan sir from TANCAM for their support and contributions in coordinating this event successfully. We would also like to acknowledge the efforts of our student ambassador for their active participation and bridging the connect between academy and industry through this initiative. Lastly, but not the least, I would like to thank all the participants, faculty members, and partners who joined us today and made this session a grand success. Your presence and engagement truly enrich our collaborative efforts. Thank you once again for being part of this program and have a wonderful evening ahead. So once again, sir, I would like to thank you for your time and information shared with our student community, which will definitely help them in gaining knowledge and being a part of this program. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Pradeep Ghosh sir, and Vinod sir as well.
Thank you.